In 1945, a series of cartoons about World War II titled America's Fighting Heroes ran in newspapers throughout the United States. One of the heroes, a modest man from North Carolina, was shown fighting 200 German soldiers single-handedly. He was a draftee, not a volunteer. When he arrived as an untested young officer, no one expected greatness. His name was Charles P. Murray, Jr.
He was a kindly older man with a warm smile and kind of great jowly face by the time I came to know him. In his patriotism, he yielded to no one.
You never heard him brag about anything he ever did, but you knew that he was one of the real heroes of our Army of World War II.
It would take you a good long time to say, you know what, I bet you he's a decorated veteran. I bet you he killed a bunch of Nazis during World War II and captured a bunch more. You would never know about Colonel Murray, what made him a famous American.
He was straight out of college. Think about anybody today who is, let's say, a sophomore in college and realizing that you're going to lead 100+ men into combat. And he did what so many others cannot do. He jumped in front of his men and he led them through a harrowing experience by taking charge, making sure they were protected, and making sure that at the end of the day, he completed his mission.
First Lieutenant Chuck Murray had been company commander for just 8 days when he was faced with his greatest challenge. He showed incredible bravery that day. His actions earned him the nation's highest award for valor. So what would inspire this modest man to charge 200 German soldiers, armed with only a broken radio, a grenade launcher, and a machine gun? A career in the military was not the life Charles Murray had imagined for himself as a boy. The son of a barber, Murray was born in Baltimore. His family moved to Wilmington, North Carolina when he was 1, and he grew up in that small coastal town. Unlike some young men who volunteered for the war effort, Murray was pursuing a college education when the U.S. entered World War II. He was studying accounting at the University of North Carolina when he was drafted into the Army in 1942.
I had finished my junior year at Chapel Hill and went back to Wilmington, got a summer job. And about the 1st of September, I got a telegram, as 15 million people did, I guess. The telegram said, invite you to serve your nation as a member of the armed forces.
Because of his college education, he was selected for officer candidate school.
By that time I was married. Ann and I were married on 28th of November 1942, right at the end of my basic training.
Murray was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the spring of 1943, but wasn't sent to Europe until the following summer. He landed on Omaha Beach several weeks after D-Day.
We landed at Omaha Beach and put a tent city on the plateau above the beach. But the first afternoon, we looked up and above us was flight after flight of U.S. bombers, wide as you could see and as far as you could see, going inland to Germany or somewhere over there to drop their load of bombs.
He was assigned as a replacement platoon leader to Company C of the 30th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Infantry Division.
3rd Infantry Division was formed up November 21st, 1917. We got our nickname Rock of the Marne from the Battle of the Marne. I'm sure everybody who's come through Fort Stewart, Georgia, and came through our gates, they've heard our gate guard say, Rock of the Marne. 3rd Infantry Division patch has a lot of symbolism in it. The field of blue is for loyalty and steadfastness. These are qualities we want our soldiers to have. The green piping is the infantry color, and the 3 white stripes fit well into our numerical designation, but they really represent the 3 major offensives we fought during World War I.
The men of the division called themselves dog-faced soldiers because of their scruffy, dirty faces after months of hard combat.
3rd Infantry Division has 531 days in combat. We have the longest combat record in World War II. We're the only division to fight the Germans on every front. If the Germans were there, dog-faced soldiers were bringing the fight to them.